sometimes this sport is just so beautiful to where it's like, even when you're wrong, when you see greatness, you literally just have to like I smile and I'm just like in awe of what the machine has been, 13 fight win streak of what the machine has been able to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recap UFC 316s and my bets. I didn't really drop a bet video, but I did drop a community post. We're going to get into it. Before I get into it, if you know, the casual parlay took a loss and we're on a, this is ugly. This bothers me a bit. This is pretty ugly. The casual parlay is a 2-pick parlay. Usually I do my best to get you as close to even money as possible, if not plus money. This was plus money. This was plus money. No, this was minus 101 even. Plus. And I'm seeing a lot of green, but I'm kind of cherry picking right now because if I showed you my last 5, I'm 3-2 in my last 5, and that's not okay. So we have to get back on the right track, but this card was really good. I want to get through the bets real quick so I can get to the card. Casual parlay was Joe Pyfer and Sean O'Malley plus 9.5. Joe Pyfer won. Bro, Joe Rogan and DC was trying to gaslight us on broadcast to make it seem like Kevin Gastelum got back into this fight and, oh my gosh, this is close to second. Bro, no. Joe Pyfer clearly won 1 and 2, and the first one could have been a 10-8. Actually, it was given to him a 10-8. And the Sean O'Malley plus 9.5 play, I mean, in my head, this is crazy. On live stream, I went live for this fight. I literally said, I'm just scared that one day, it's the same fear that I had with Bilal. I'm scared that one day Merab, because when you think of Merab, you think of no finishes. He's not really attacking submissions. And I know he's training with Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain Sterling is really good BJJ. And I said my biggest fear is when Merab decides to start using BJJ and attacking submissions while he's on the ground, he's going to be a nightmare and he's going to be a completely different problem. And now we're seeing the first plan. So I literally spoke that shit into existence. I played Sean O'Malley plus 9.5 because I was just certain he was going to win at least one round on the judges' scorecard. He was down 0-2 on 2 of the scores on the judges' scorecard, and I think he was 1-1 on another. So he would have needed to do some more work in that fight. And Merab was starting to avalanche. But I think Sean O'Malley looked good. I do. I think Sean O'Malley's movement was good. I think he defended the takedowns well. I mean, he's going to take you down eventually, but defended some of the single legs well, like we said. Teep kick was beautiful. The body shots were beautiful. He was landing upstairs. Good, really good quality shots. I think his shots overall was more quality. But Merab was just better. And that's crazy because Sean O'Malley was so much better than what we've seen in the Sphere. So much faster, so much more movement. And Merab was just better. The should-win parlay, we had a 3-leg. We had Wong Tong, Azamat Murzakanov, and Joshua Van. All 3 won pretty definitively. Wong Tong's fight got a little dicey in the third. Azamat Murzakanov, first round KO. We expected him to KO him. And Joshua Van just completely avalanched Bruno Silva. Speaking of Bruno Silva, I played Bruno Silva. I played Waldo Cortez Acosta, first of all. I played Waldo Cortez Acosta money line. And a lot of people on Twitter aren't happy with that decision. I think that's the correct decision. I think Waldo won 2 and 3. But looking at the judges' scorecards, they gave Waldo 1 and 2. That's weird as fuck. Very weird. But I do think overall the right man got his hand raised, so I'm not really that upset with it. Waldo outstruck him. Mario Bautista money line, I told you fucking so. I told you guys, you got to stop this shit. I'm just hearing people say, I know it's going to be some uncomfortable recaps of this fight. I'm hearing people say, Patchy Mix beat Sean O'Malley. Patchy Mix is the best bantamweight in the world. Stop it. Mario Bautista will go to Bellator, well, if Bellator was a thing, and be champion. Mario Bautista, stop. It sounds crazy if you didn't watch. Mario Bautista styled on Patchy Mix. Exposed the exact things I said in my breakdown. He's pretty slow on the feet. He's not high output. Even though his striking numbers, he was landing 30 strikes around. I don't know about all that. But he's slow, He has no head movement. He's not the better striker in the matchup. And he's not the better wrestler in the matchup. He has the better grappling, the better BJJ, but he's just not the better fighter. And Mario has the pace and the pressure. He's going to put a pace on Patchy Mix. And he was busting Patchy. Patchy Mix has a fucking chin on him because he was busting Patchy Mix up bad. And then I had Bruno Silva. I was 1 minute away from this getting a complete refund. What Bruno Silva is inside the distance decision, no action. It's here. This is the unit size too. Put this up here. Sorry. Is if Bruno finishes Joshua Van, which Joshua Van gets hurt in a lot of his fights. He didn't get hurt at all in that fight. But Joshua Van gets hurt in a lot of fights. I said if Bruno finishes the fight, we'll cash that plus 350. But if he loses, he probably loses a decision. We'll get a full refund. Well, he got finished, so we didn't get a refund. We lost the 25th of a unit, the quarter of a unit. It's all good. It's all good. So I don't feel like doing the math right now, but should win hits. Waldo hits. Bautista hits. I'm pretty sure we went positive. Let's get to the card, man. This is greatness. I mean, he's the bantamweight GOAT, but now he's starting to like make a run for, all-time status. Merab Dvalishvili on his 13-fight win streak, it's just, he's killing all of the competition dominantly. And now he just got a finish. He's starting to get finishes. He said in his press conferences, he's going to be looking for the finish. He's going to be looking to finish. He said that, and I'm just thinking, he's talking out of his ass. He wasn't talking out of his ass. He wasn't talking out of his ass. He went out there and got a finish. Has Sean O'Malley even been finished in the UFC besides the Cheeto Vera, leg kick TKO, whatever you want to call it? Merab Dvalishvili. And first of all, I think O'Malley won 2. I think O'Malley won 1 until he got taken down and Merab landed strikes on top. I think a lot of the strikes weren't significant, but I can see how you can give O'Malley 1. I mean, you can give Merab 1. Like, okay, Merab wins 1. I think O'Malley won 2, though. He defended a lot. He defended 4 takedowns, which should count for something. I feel like that should count for something. I don't feel like... I feel like you defending 4 takedowns should count for something. He defended the takedowns, and he landed the more quality of the shots. His 19 was more quality than Merab's 24. That's truly how I feel. Every strike that he landed was significant. For the most part, he was stinging him with right hands. He was stinging him with knees. Teep kicks were on point. I think O'Malley should have won 2. And 3, that was all she wrote. Picked him up and walked around with him. That shit was crazy. Number 2. Yeah. Something just don't feel right about this shit. Something just don't feel right about this shit. I mean, there's nothing I can really say. Kayla Harrison controlled the striking, pressured her against the fence, worked the clinch until she can get a throw in both rounds. And in the second round, she finally found a submission. And it was a submission where Juliana had no choice but to tap or her arm was going to break. I don't care how much time was left. Her arm was going to break if she did not tap. Right then and there. Kayla Harrison's in half guard. Arms isolated. It's in. Either you tap or I'm going to break it. You're not going to be able to last these last 4 rounds. And yeah, that's what just happened. And Juliana Peña already lost the fight whenever she threw 3 up kicks clean on Kayla Harrison. Kayla Harrison's on her knees on top. She's throwing 3 up kicks, lands clean. That's minus a point. And I like that minus a point. But the aura... The way Kayla just ate 3 clean up kicks to the mouth. And just looked at the ref like, why'd she do that for? Why'd she do that for? Like, that didn't hurt, bitch. I kind of knew, yeah. Juliana Peña was going to need to win 3 rounds just for a draw. She ain't winning this fight and didn't even make it out of the second. Kevin Gastelum, Joe Pyfer. The commentary literally makes you want to turn off your to literally mute your TV. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Joe Pyfer clearly won 1 and 2. 1 is a fucking 10-8. Dropping them left and right. I don't know how Kelvin does that shit, man. I don't know how he does that shit, but like, come on, man. You got like, let's make it make sense here. Like, how? Every time Joe Pyfer touched Kelvin, he got a reaction. You were audibly hearing these shots land. There's no world where Joe Pyfer was even close to losing this fight. And Joe and DC, y'all got to do a better job of that shit. Mario Bautista, Patchy Bits. I told you so. I told you so. I told you so. Beat the shit out of him. Styled on him. Outpaced him. Outpressured him. Outboxed him. Patchy couldn't even get close on a takedown. Patchy is not like that. And I was trying to tell y'all that shit. Mario Bautista plus 140. Give me that. He's not that. Y'all saying this guy beat O'Malley. O'Malley would get a highlight reel KO on him and do the fade away Camille. Like, no, stop that shit, man. My number 10 ranked just beat your Bellator champion who was dominating your promotion. He just lost to number 10 ranked. Is he a top 10 level bantamweight now? Think about it. That's tough. Shout out to Solo Illuminati. Vicente Luque gets submitted by Darce. I think Darce is Luque's best choke, and I think it's Kevin Holland's best choke as well. I just did not see that. I mean, he gave it to him, and once Kevin, those long limbs, once he gets his darts in, like once it's in, you're not getting out of it. It was beautiful. They had a fun round one. I'm gonna be honest, fun round one, and I was thinking, man, Vicente Luque was cracked, like getting cracked, and was taking it well. And I'm like, man, if Luque's fighting Kevin Holland at this range, Kevin Holland wants to fight here all day. He's not gonna beat Kevin Holland in a tit-for-tat striking battle. And then Kevin Holland takes him down and just darces him like it was nothing. Vicente Luque, I think, showed that he's here to fight, and he'll take some more damage than you think. He's just not going to just wilt under pressure like the Joaquin Buckley fight. Kevin Holland was kind of planting some seeds of that, like what happened in the Buckley fight. You know? I think Kevin Holland had a harder fight than he expected, but Kevin Holland's good, but I'm still never going to pick him or bet him again. Like you never know what you're going to get. Like, if he gets Colby Covington for real, I'll probably pick Colby. Real shit. Bruno Silva, Joshua Van, just a beautiful performance. Statement performance from Joshua Van. This dude's a tank. Usually he waits to the second round to start tanking and walking forward and just avalanching you. He started doing it in the first round, hurting Bruno Silva. Oh, my God. The pull counters or the slip right hands or the check left hooks. Or Bruno overspin or the overhand Josh back away uppercut. Oh my gosh. Do they have knockdowns? 3. He tied the flyweight record with 3 knockdowns. Joshua Van. If his chin holds up, Joshua Van is like, he's unbeatable, bro. If his chin holds up, he's unbeatable. His brick wall takedown defense. He's the best striker in the division. Dare I said it. When it comes to striking on the feet, he's the best. Crazy volume. And he's landing at a high percentage clip. Landed 62% of his strikes. His eyes are beautiful. He works the body like no other. His countering is out of this world. His jab is fast as fuck and it's powerful. He's the best striker in the division. And if his chin holds up, he's unbeatable. He's unbeatable. Real shit. Azamat Murzakanov versus Brinson Hibero. Do I really have to talk about this? I don't even remember it, to be honest. I wasn't really paying attention. I just assumed that Azamat was going to KO him. I'm going to be honest. Do I really need to talk about? I mean, we knew this, right? Late stoppage from the ref as well. Let him take a little too much punishment. He looked like he was in autopilot to me on the ground just getting hammered. I mean, we knew that, though. Azamat Murzakanov, we got to start giving him somebody that we worried about that can actually beat him. Because it's not boring to see highlight KOs, but at some point it's like, what are we doing it for? Like, you just go knock out people way lesser than you until you're 40 and then you retire? Like, fight a Carlos Alberg. Go fight a Jan Blachowicz. You know what I mean? Spivak versus Cortez Acosta, kind of boring, if you ask me. I'm going to be honest, boring. But I think the right person got their hand raised. Costa is annoying. Like, he gets hit with real shots, and he's trying to showboat that. He's annoying as fuck. Spivak looked better on the feet than I thought he would, but he slowed down. They both slowed down, but Spivak slowed down quick. Like, after the first round, it looked like he really had to pick his moments, and he could never keep up with the volume. Even though Waldo was hitting the guard and wasn't landing clean, he couldn't keep up with the volume. He just got out-volumed. I threw 100 more strikes than you. I doubled your strikes thrown, and I doubled your strikes landed. How do I not win that fight? Now, they gave Costa 1 and 2, and Spivak, and I think he had a 30-27 in there, but 2 of the judges gave Spivak 3, but I gave Cortez 2 and 3. Looking at the numbers, I can see how Cortez could have won one. I don't know. It's a fight. I'm not going to rewatch that shit. I think the right person got their hand raised. Y'all crying on Twitter. I think y'all had Sergey Spivak in parlays and y'all feeling some type of way. Personally. Seriously. Andreas Gustafsson versus Chaos Williams. Had a bet on Andreas Gustafsson. I cashed it out to play the Bruno Silva. To play that same amount on the Bruno Silva inside this distance decisional action. And I should have just kept liking Andreas Gustafsson. Because I'm thinking if Bruno doesn't get the finish, I'm going to get a refund because he's going to lose a decision. Shit, no, I lost. Man. I called this shit. I said, Chaos Williams likes to plan, and his opponent needs to be stationary for him to really be effective. And just like Gabriel Bonfim, who's moving around a lot, or Andreas Gustafsson, who's moving around, closing that void real quick. Chaos not really fast. He needs to plan, and when he throws, he overextends, and his cardio's not the best. Like, he's not going to out-cardio Andreas. If it gets to a clinching battle, and you're not going to win that. Like, Andreas Gustafsson is, like, really hard stylistic matchup for a lot of people, because it's like, he's not a better fighter than you, but he's going to be hard as fuck to beat if you can't hurt him and hit him, because he's closing the distance so fast. And he's landing brutal elbows. You know what I mean? And it was pretty boring, but at the end of the day, he landed 151 strikes on you. Took you down 8 times. Like, his fight was nowhere near close, and I should have bet it. Wong Tong beats Ariana De Silva. Ariana De Silva, make weight next time. I'm not talking about you. Wong Tong, good win. She's not as defensively sound as I would like her to be, Her hands aren't really where they need to be. She hangs around a lot, a little too long in the pocket. So she might be a future fade. But yeah, man. Ariana De Silva. Fuck out of here. Dude. Highlights. The only thing about it is the defense. Ju Sang Yu, his chin was in the air. Jekka missed a couple times because he's just wild as fuck. But the mechanics are still the same. Ju's chin in the air. It's like Adesanya type of check hooks. You know what I mean? Like, chin's in the air, hands low. That could get him in trouble against some power punchers. But against Jekka's so wild. He gonna miss. You don't want him to land, because if he land, it could be devastating. But he gonna miss. That check left hook stiffed him up, put him down. If he wasn't KO'd for sure the way he landed on his nose, he was fucked. I kind of felt he was fucked. Ju Sang Yu, Baby Zombie, what the name? Zombie Jr.? Korean Zombie Jr.? Baby Korean Zombie? You was the truth. But I wish the fight would have been a little bit longer. But I know you like that. But the way you just ended that fight, I know your odds was minus 500. I ain't gonna get no good odds on you, bro, in your next fight for sure. And that sucks. Quinlan Sakyu versus Janal Osmus. I'm gonna be honest. I missed it, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I missed the fight. I missed it. I'm sorry, I missed it. I'm sorry. Markel Medeiros versus Mark Chonsky. Markel Medeiros, I ain't missed this one. Markel had a good performance. I was asking Blake on the stream, I'm like, how far do you think Markel goes? Because he just doesn't strike me as a guy that's just going to really compete at lightweight. And it's crazy because he's technical, he's fast, beautiful low kicks, punches and bunches, nice combinations. But I just can't get that fight with Austin Hubbard out of my head. It's like, I don't know how far you go in lightweight, bro. I don't. What is he, like 30? I don't know. But he clearly won. Leg kicks on fire. If you watch his tape, if you watch his regional film, he loves his low kicks. Mark literally couldn't fight out of a switch stance. How are you in the UFC? You can't fight out of a switch stance. Like, that shit blows my mind. Like, how are you fighting at the highest level of fighting? You can't fight out of both stances. I don't understand that shit. But Markel did a great job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a video on what should happen next in the bantamweight division. Merab's really like that, dog. And, hey, he's past the bantamweight goal. It's time to start talking about, some uncomfortable conversations. I'll just put it at that. Like, comment, subscribe, share to somebody enjoy it. I know they enjoy it just like you did. You ain't got to go home. You got to get up out of here. Let me know. Did you hit any bets? Let me know.